DJ Ferris.
The Chicago, nigga.
It's the real one.
Hit me.
Only one is pulling shit the fuck up.
Let's get sports talk.
After yesterday's game, the Yanks now down 2-1, and that has spelled trouble for them in recent years. The Yanks have lost 10 of their last 11 playoff series when trailing 2-1 after winning 10 of their first 12 such series. So, Jessica Mendoza has gotten up early with us this morning. Jess, great to see you as always. Let's start with the Rays. They go down 1-0, and the whole world is talking about the Yankees, and here they are now a game away from the ALCS. What do you see in them right now?
I mean, they are a World Series contender. This is a team, remember, they have the best record in the American League. They beat the Yankees 8 out of 10 times, but no one wants to give them the attention because they're down there in Tampa and everyone forgets. But they've got 3 aces.
Yes, they do. Snell, Tyler, Charlie Martin. Like, they got 3 aces. That will help you go deep in the playoffs and get to a World Series. When you got 3 solid pitchers in your lineup, that will help you. They had a 3-time Gold Glover in the outfield. They got good players on that team, and they are World Series contenders. They just don't have the big names like the Yankees had. The Yankees had Sanchez, Stanton, Judge, and Hicks. Like they have those names, but the Rays have solid players as well. And they ain't the big names, but they are contenders.
Talked about all week, right, Greeny? I mean, in Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Charlie Morton, we saw in Game 3 what their third ace can do, but let's not forget they've got a star. His name isn't Aaron Judge or Giancarlo Stanton. He's not hitting as far bombs or 118 miles an hour off the bat, but Randy Arozarena. Are you kidding me right now? 3 home runs in the last 3 games. What he's done with the bat. I mean, it's one thing to be red hot. He has been ridiculously hot. In the month of September, just leading in to this playoffs. What he has done with the bat, carried this team, ignited their offense, and not just the home runs, but the hits. I mean, this guy is just stupid good right now and is a star in the making. I want to give Tampa Bay some love because they have been good for years now. Don't get the attention. I know they don't have the star power of the New York Yankees, but they have beat them time and time again, and they're going to the World Series.
They're 1 win away from knocking them out here, and I will tell you this, living in New York as I do and listening to the talk shows here, my friend Michael Kay, the fans are all over the Yankee manager Aaron Boone for the way he handled the pitching situation in Game 2 as we go back to that. If this thing doesn't go well for them tonight, that's going to be one people talk about for a long time. What are your thoughts?
It is. It's how you handle your pitching. Tanaka, he's a good, solid pitcher. You know, him and Garrett Cole. But if the Yankees could win this game and get it to Garrett Cole's hands, it will help them out. Because he's a good pitcher. It's hard to hit against him. But it's how you handle your pitching and what type of pitcher that you put out there on the mound against this team. Yeah, it's going to be in a question with Aaron Boone. Like, he's a good manager, but they feel like they should be in the World Series because the team they have is a World Series team. But it's all about your pitching.
Greeny, it'll be the reason. I mean, definitely that is the headline. The reason the Yankees are losing is because the decision is what everyone is saying in that game too, but ultimately what it is showing is their weakness. They don't have the starting pitching. I was just talking about the Rays and the fact that they have 3 aces. The Yankees have Garrett Cole. After him, it's Masahiro Tanaka. We saw his performance last night. We saw what he...
You see what I mean? That's why the Rays are having an upside against the Yankees. They had 3 aces. Yankees still haven't figured out their pitching. They got the offense, but they don't have the pitching. And you know what I'm saying? Tanaka is the second best after Garrett Cole, but that's why they went to go get him because they ace. And they have to win this game to give him an opportunity to go on the mound and keep their hopes alive. Because they don't have the pitching like the Rays have. That's the difference. That's what wins in baseball. It's your starting pitching.
Did against Cleveland last week. They don't have options. So what do you do in 2020? You try to take risks. You try to mix it up. You go with two starters. You go with a righty and a lefty. I'm not saying that was the best decision, but that's something of where the Yankees are given. The hand that they're given is the fact that they don't have the dudes to go out there game 2, game 3, and shut down the Randy Arozarenas that I just talked about. They have options that they have to mix and match, get to their bullpen. And this is their weakness. This is where the Yankees have struggled, not just this year, but let's look back to the last 2 postseasons. And when they have lost, it's come down to the fact that they have not had the arms.
Let's talk about the Rays, because the Yankees are the Yankees, there's so much conversation about them. But Tampa Bay was the best team in the American League, and they're now 1 win away from putting the Bronx Bombers away.
Greedy, and they still don't get the attention they deserve. Remember, they beat this Yankees team 8 out of 10 times. They've had the best record in the American League. And you look at their 3 starters. We saw Charlie Morton, who was game 3. That's their 3rd ace within this staff. Blake Snell. Tyler Glasnow was lights out in game 2. I mean, between their 3 pitchers, what they can do, and let's not forget the bullpen. I mean, this is a team that can literally have an opener and use their entire bullpen to finish a complete game. They have guys with so much stuff between the breaking ball, the fast.
And that's what the Yankees had to go after this whole season. They have to get better pitching to help them go deep in the playoffs. That's what they need to be able to get back to the World Series. That's why the Rays are in a position to be able to get into the World Series. When you had 3 solid aces on your roster, that will help you get to the World Series and help you win it. I'm not saying the Rays are going to win it, but I'm saying that's what's going to help them. When you don't have pitching in baseball, your team is not going to be good outside of your offense. That's what you need to be able to continue going deep in the playoffs. When you don't have that, it's tough. And you had to sprinkle some in there to be able to pull it off and be able to give your offense the chance to help you get past teams with good pitching. But that's what they don't have. That's what they need to aim for this offseason.
How many guys hit 100 miles an hour, by the way, last night alone? And then let's not forget Randy Arozarena. I mean, he is, to me, the MVP right now of this entire series, and that's including what Stanton has done. That guy's been lights out. He's going to be a star if he isn't already. I mean, the home runs, he's had 3 consecutive games. He's had 12 hits already within this series, in the postseason. I mean, he has been on fire, and he's been on fire for a month. It's not like he's got a hot streak for a few games. I mean, we're talking 4 weeks, 5 weeks of you cannot get this guy out. And whether it's the home run, the clutch hits, he's been doing it all for that Rays offense.
Thank you for watching ESPN.